Are we at the gates of heaven or in Dante's ninth circle of hell? In any case, you are welcome. Join me. Oh God. Okay, so Breathless Mahoney Rapunzel, I wanted her shoe color to match her lip color, which is why it does. I got her rerouted from the wonderful Lori Lens, and it is this really dark chocolate brown floor length. She's in the prototype for Spanish Rose, which I got from a wonderful collector who has a lot of prototypes that I've gotten. I think that she has to be in like a jewel-toned ruby red. I don't know if any other jewel tone would work for her. So yeah, that's for whoever buys her to decide. I don't know if anyone would ever buy her, and I don't know if I would ever put her up for sale. But yeah, she should not be in a tahine or hot sauce red. She needs to be in a jewel tone ruby red. Her hair is so long and beautiful. Aren't his eyebrows nice? I did them myself, so they were really scant, and I made them full in salt and pepper, and I gave him this Jewish ruddiness. I think he looks really cute and like he was just in the blustery cold. His tail is really cool. So that was Breathless Mahoney Rapunzel rerouted. The shoes match the lips, like I said. And this prototype Spanish Rose NYCB tutu thing is so pretty. Next we have, check this out, Esme in Cinderella Bride. I think she looks like Tiana from Princess and the Frog. And she looks very bridal to me just because she's so natural. So her hair is a natural color, it's a natural texture. She has a very warm, chocolatey, lint, truffle skin tone, so she is like the perfect bride doll. And you're gonna notice a theme for my dark brown haired dolls that they just need to be in dresses that are very inconvenient and very rustly, bustly, and ball gowny. That's just, it's what they deserve because they're my favorite category and it's my favorite kind of dress. So that's why they're wearing them. I'm just gonna keep showing you this guy. Oh, okay, moving on. Tears of Joy Jack in Cinderella Rose. Yes, so she is an aldehydic masterpiece. Why, you may ask, isn't Perfect Rose Jack in this confection? Because Perfect Rose Jack is a little more colorful, in my opinion. She's more Caribbean. She looks like a new frontier. She's supposed to be in a dress that you would see on a ship in the wind. And Tears of Joy Jack is sad, kind of a stone edifice type sculptural doll, and she needs to be in like a pale pink bubble dress. I don't think she'd look good in blue or green, and anything dark would just wash her out. So she's in Perfect Rose. I think she looks so good. Like, so just, I don't know. I don't know if it's like nondescript. Anyway, moving on. Manhattan Magic Melee in La Belle Mademoiselle. This is the most beautiful the most beautiful doll in my collection, in my opinion. So she needs to have a very beautiful dress. Now this dress reminds me of like a French countryside girl meets the River Nile, because the embroidery on the train, as you can see, is very exotic looking. But then the dress itself, like the silhouette, is very French. And so it's very contrasting, like her features with her hair color. And now we have the prototype Manhattan Magic Melee doll. This, I believe, is the actual doll in the photo for Manhattan Magic Melee that came in the catalog. I got her from the same wonderful collector that I got the Spanish Rose prototype tutu from. She has the straight arms, which production did not have. She has the full back lace-up corset, whereas the production had snaps in the back. And what can I say? She's stunning. She's perfect as she is. Jewel tones except magenta, so what is that, like a garnet? That kind of jewel. Here. There's a nice view. This is how you know that I'm watching. Oh, moving on. Okay, next we have curly haired Carrie. This is a dark haired curly Carrie prototype. She's in Black Swan from the Brenda Starr line. She needed to be in something striking but kind of simple, so basic colors, black and white, but a very exotic, very theatrical silhouette. So the feathers are supposed to resemble ostrich feathers, I suppose. Now, again, following the theme of inconvenient materials and very extravagant and grandiose, because it's what she deserves. And she has those sheer white gloves from the La Belle Mademoiselle outfit, and wow, she looks great. 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 And I look great. Okay, bye. But I mean, just look at how I did the profile of the Jewish ruddiness. It's like so Jewish and so ruddy. And quick note about the Spanish Rose prototype. The lace is also so much better. It's a shame that production used cheaper materials and, you know, more faded colors. It's a shame. And if you ever get the chance to own a prototype toner outfit or doll or what have you, it's a lovely experience to have. And I wanted to say about Tears of Joy, Jack, that yes, she's sad and like a stone edifice, but there's like a fire inside. Like there's this cold fire inside, or maybe a warm fire inside a cold vessel, but it really reminds me of Guerlain's Nahema Extrait, like the ad for it in 1979. You hear these like chimey bells, and then you see this interesting bottle, and you're like, what is that about? And then there's just like beautiful rose intensity behind Cold Mask. So that's kind of the juxtaposition I wanted to portray. So you see how like, oh my god, he's so cool, right? I saw him in a shop window and I had to get him and customize him, obviously, so that he looked better. I don't know why I'm still talking. I think because this is my favorite category. I wanted to get good footage, and it's hard for me to do that when I'm in the shot. So here I am afterwards talking about it. The general theme of the dark brunettes is, it can be camp, it can be ballroom, it can be opera. It's a fantasy. It's whatever your heart desires, but it's not like the brunettes where it's like boring, like fine, they look fine in anything because they kind of look mediocre and everything, but like the dark brunettes, they need to be in something adventurous. They need to be in something... Okay, that kind of contradicts with what I said about Perfect Rose Jack being more adventurous and Tears of Joy Jack. Okay, so it has to be adventurous in a way that is not on a ship blowing in the wind. It has to be adventurous on stage, you know, like, look at me. And for colors, based on skin tone, assuming everyone has dark brown hair, the lighter the skin tone, the darker the color the dress has to be, obviously. Contrast is in. Darker the skin tone, the lighter the color of the dress. So if you see it on a spectrum, the pale dolls have really vibrant colored dresses, right? Or more contrast to them, so they're not as like monochromatic, right? And then as you move along the spectrum, Tears of Joy Jack is like mid skin tone, and she has that pink dress, and then Esme's darker skin tone, so she has a white dress. So you can kind of see a pattern there. I hope so anyway. I'm gonna show you him one more time because I'm just so proud of the watercolor job I did on him. I tried to give him a beard, but it just did not look the way I wanted it to. This is a really interesting thingamajigger, isn't it? And it really fits in with my doll closet.